a blue button. And okay. 1 minute. This. Okay, so hello YouTube. We are here today to talking about health. And I'm here with Bruna Carreta, Gabriel Quirino, and we are on TALKNTALK. So it's a platform to help you improve your English. So we are not here to teach you, so feel free to express yourself or ideas and to be respectful with each other. And let's start to the first question. Sorry, the first one is we are already introduced ourselves. So the second one is, do you like to eat healthily? Why or why not? Gabriel, could you please start?
Okay, I would like. I would like it healthily, but it's a problem to me. I try it healthily, but usually I don't have it healthily. I don't have how can I say doing. I'm not doing gym things that walk together, life healthily. But I would like. But it's very
Great, great.
important. It's very important in our life, obviously, because I like play football because I love football, and I feel yesterday I played football and I feel that my endurance it's getting worse a little bit because
Mhm.
my how can I say my food isn't healthy isn't health my I don't do exercise as well. It's a big problem to me.
But I think it's playing football. It's a way to
Yeah, yeah,
exercise. I think it's good.
yeah.
So, well, I think it's a big challenge for everybody because we don't like to go out, for example, and go to the gym and walking around, but we need. So, talking about me, for example, I like to go to the gym, but not often. So, I force myself to be there 4 times a week or three, something like this, but just for my mental health and my body, because I feel bad when I didn't go to the gym. But I really would like don't do nothing and eat everything that I want, and it's okay, but it's not true. So it's complicated for me as well. But I try. I try to be like eat health foods in my daily basis, for example. In the weekends, I can eat more sweet things and like fast food and other things. And how about you, Brew? How do you eat healthily or not?
Yeah. Well, I try to eat healthily, but I must confess I have a sweet tooth. So it's really difficult for me not to eat desserts or not to eat something sweet, during the day. And this works for almost all meals. I like to eat sweet food, and this is a problem. But in general, I try to follow a balanced diet. I love vegetables and fruits. This is something I always eat. But I feel that my problem is the chocolate is sweet food. Basically, the sweets are my guilty pleasure. And yeah, that's it. Like nowadays my mom is facing some problems, some things about cholesterol and some things like this, so we are changing a little bit the diet here. Stop buying junk food or fast food on weekends, and when we are starting to eat healthier, so I think they're getting better.
I feel you. And how do you eat sometimes, like in your daily basis, in your breakfast and lunch and dinner? It's the
How I
same
eat.
thing? Yeah, what kind of food?
Yeah, I usually I really like to have the same food. for breakfast at least. Like I eat the same thing until I get sick of eating that. So I really like scrambled eggs, some crackers, and coffee, and a fruit. Like it can be banana or pear or apple. It depends on the morning, but I always eat scrambled eggs and crackers basically. And then for lunch, we cook the lunch for, like, we plan our meals every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks on Sunday we cook the meal for the next 2 weeks. So every lunch is like basically the same. So we don't change too much because the food is frozen, and that's how we do it. And then I always try to change things at night, at dinner.
Good, good. Yeah, I think it's for keeping our attention in diet. It's good to keep in the same thing, like in the
Yeah,
breakfast. And like you said, prepare everything for 2 weeks. I think it works a lot.
it's
And
helpful.
for
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I would say the same in here in my house, because we try to keep the same things, like a pancake in the morning with oats and bananas and eggs and some other fruits as well. And at lunch, we usually eat some rice, brown rice, and some meat like chicken or fish, something like this, and repeat it on the lunch. So the main time in the afternoon, you try to eat some tuna. I forgot tuna with mayonnaise, and I forgot the name in English, like pate. I don't know. Yeah, but we try to eat healthy in weekdays, and weekends usually to eat some hamburgers or pizzas or pasta. So I love to eat pasta all the time, but it's impossible to eat it today every single day. And how about you, Gabriel? What do you usually eat in our daily routine and weekends?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I it's bad foods all time, but usually I have two meals of my day because I woke up later in my day off. Maybe like today I woke up 11 hours a.m. It's very difficult to me, and usually I have lunch with, like, rice and beans, and sometimes a piece of meat, yeah, and some salad, made tomatoes and cucumber. It's my health food to me, and it's very hard. I'm have a breakfast because usually I'm studying or playing. I don't know, and I don't have a time to have a breakfast. But I have a breakfast when I'm working as a fireman, because the my all my co-workers have a breakfast and invite me to have a breakfast together with them, and finally, and the fireman and the fire station, it's a bad breakfast. Usually it's I don't know how can I say cavaquinho, but maybe carrot pie. I think it's correct. Maybe carrot pie with chocolate and the above, yeah, Ushima, I don't know. It's very sugar. it, it's bad, and I think that's it. And I try have a, how can I say, have a, maybe it's a fast food 2 days of my week. The weekend, it's, how can I say, it's almost a rule. I need to eat a pizza or I don't know how can I say, but in my region, I we would say, we used to say cheese salada, cheese bacon. I don't know.
Egg
Here it's
salads,
very,
I think.
yeah. And but I prefer eat pizza with my wife and watch movies, and during my week, I try eat only one cheese on a day.
I totally agree with you. We here in my house, we would like to eat more bad food, but it's not healthy. So
Yeah.
you try to thinking about.
And I have a big difficulty to eat fruit because I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit lazy to 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 grab a orange and pear. I don't know.
My husband say the same. Like when I buy some kiwi, for example, he just
Yeah.
eat if I cut everything and everything's clear to eat. So that's it.
Uh,
It's funny.
but I think I eat almost health. I don't
Yeah,
eat
it's not
only
bad.
bad things.
Yeah, I try to make a balance.
Yeah.
Pretty good, pretty good. Thanks, Gabriel, for sharing. So let's see for the next one. Number 4, how your current habits will help you in your health in the future. So, Bru, could you start, please?
Yeah. Well, I think when we take care of ourselves now in the present, we are already taking care of ourselves in the future, right? I think doing exercise and eating healthily is the only, not the only, but the one of the most important things we can do for our future selves, right? Um, and I don't know if my current habits will help me actually, because I'm not going to the gym so frequently. So I think this is not something nice. I even though every time I go to the gym, I post on my Instagram, and then everybody tells me, "Oh, you're going to the gym so much." I always tell them, guys, pay attention. I'm not going that much, you know. When I go, I post, but I don't post every day. Like so, sometimes like people think we are doing something just like because we share on social media, they think we are doing it always, but it's not always, you know. So um I am not proud of my current lifestyle. I think I need to go to the gym more, and don't give that much excuses, don't think too much, and just go, you know, and reduce the amount of sugar I eat, because I eat a lot of sugar. um Even though I eat lots of fruits and healthy food, I think the amount of sugar I eat also can be complicated, you know, for my health. So I'm not, but at least I'm going through therapy. So I'm taking care of my mental health, like considering other kinds of health, I am trying to take care of other areas, you know. So that's it.
Great points to remember, Bru. Yeah, we don't need to just avoid our physical health. I think it's mental health for me. It's need to make it important. And it's funny because when I didn't go to the gym for a while, for example, I feel more lazy and my mood. So it's my energies go down, you know. So it's helping in my mental health and my mood totally.
That's how I am, in a
Really.
bad mood.
Yeah, yeah. So it's crazy because these things push me do to do what I need. Go to the gym. For example, here when it's raining and it's raining almost every day, so I don't want to go. So it's complicated because I would like to go, but when it's raining, today I didn't go and yesterday as well. So it's complicated, but I'm trying to think about the future, you know. So it's important because, for example, when I was in Brazil, I make some exams and it was bad because my vitamin D and C and other things was bad. So need to pay attention more in my foods and my body as well. It's totally complicated, but my husband helped me in keeping our eyes in our foods because he tried to avoid chocolates or sweet stuff because I love it, and he doesn't like. So it helped. Don't buy it because if we buy it, we probably I will eat more than I needed. It's complicated. So, and how about you, Gabriel? what do you think about your future and your health, please?
Yeah, like Bruna said, I don't know if my my elimination my I forgot the word, man. I don't know if the kind of my how can I say alimentação? I forgot.
And I think it's foods as well.
Your eating
in general.
habits, maybe
Yeah,
eating.
Eating
okay, eating habits. Yeah,
Good.
my eating habits won't help me currently, but I think I will need to improve my 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 eating health. I would say, and I don't. I think nowadays I have only kind of what can I say good habits to do to do. I drink water. I I have a bottle of water at my side because I I forgot to drink water. I forgot always I forgot to drink water. Like in my last weekend, I was doing a course of a referee and Florianopolis, and I didn't drink water for 3 days. I forgot, and
Really?
I drink water only. If I'm not mistaken, Sunday at night. I think that's
And
it.
did you feel your body different or the
No,
same?
no,
No, not at all.
after I begin to have this how can I say this role and have a bottle of my side, I feel I feel better. I feel better.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
I think it's a good
So
habit.
yeah, so all the time I need to remember the drinking water because in a sunny days it's easier, but in a bad days it's totally forgot as well.
Yeah, yeah. I tried to drink 2 bottles similar that I have. If I'm not mistaken, 1.5 liter, 3 liters a day.
3 liters a
Yeah.
day. Wow. Congratulations. Because if I drink two, it's too much. So I need to improve it in my life. Good. Thanks for sharing. So I will ask you another questions. Another one, it's have you ever had any health problems caused by your diet, and how was it for you, Gabriel? Please. Oh, you're on mute, Gabriel. You're on mute. Yeah. Oh, no.
Deixa ser.
Sorry.
Sorry, I was speaking with my
Oh,
father.
no problem. No problem. So you can answer the next one. Have you ever any issues or problems with your health because your diet or other things?
You ever have? I think I don't remember right now, but I think there was a time I did maybe a test. I don't know in a laboratory. I don't know. Yeah, it's correct. And because of the water, I I had a little problem of my inside me. I don't know, and my pee. I think it's correct. My pee. It's very orange. I don't know. It's a little bit problem, and the doctor recommendation it's drink water, and but not a big problem.
It's good. Yeah, actually, I didn't have a big problem as well, like cholesterol or something like this, or that Bruce said for cholesterol and I don't know. There are many of them, but thanks God I never did it before. Just for vitamins, I need to make more, take more vitamin C and D to live in here because it's don't have sunny days like in Brazil. Did you wanna say something else, Gabriel? Oh, it's okay. Okay,
No.
good. Thank you. And Bru, how about you? Have you ever had some problems?
Yes, unfortunately, when the pandemic started in 2020, I was uh, it's weird because I don't remember myself eating so unhealthily, but I remember every time I ate I ate junk food like hamburger or pizza or something like this, I would feel something in my belly, like I couldn't sleep because I had a lot of stomach ache. And I thought it was just because I was having junk food, because it was greasy or because it was too fat, like a lot of fat. And then in November 2020, I actually in October I had panettone and pie and a lot of things, and the pain didn't, like, even like taking medicines, it didn't solve the problem. And when I went to the hospital, I had to go through a surgery, a gallbladder removal, and it was really weird because I didn't know that I would have the rocks in the gallbladder, like, and it was really crazy because I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was, I don't know, I didn't know what it could be. And when the doctor said, "Oh, it might be gallbladder," and I was like, "Gallbladder? What are you talking about? No, doesn't make sense." And it was, and I had an emergency surgery, and now I don't have a gallbladder anymore, and that's
Wow,
it.
amazing. Oh, it's good. Sounds good now. Because I think when
Yeah.
I younger, we don't thinking about these things.
Yeah.
So when we're getting older, we could be more mature, that are more mature to deal with your health and body. So it's crazy, but
Be careful, guys. Yeah,
yeah,
gallbladder.
yeah,
Yeah.
good to know. Need to avoid. Thanks for sharing your experience, Bru. So let's keep here. Do you usually exercise? What do you usually do and how often? So I will start with this one. So like I said, many years ago, I was in the gym five five days per week. But nowadays I need to improve and return my daily routine because like I said here, the weather making me feel bad in the winter time. So it's complicated to me return this routine. So I force myself to go at least 3 times per week. But I would like to improve for sure. And I used to go to the gym and sometimes walking around, not running, just walking. And that's it. It works for me. And how about you, Gabriel?
Yeah, I need to improve my side, my health side as well. Unfortunately, I play football like it's the begin, I don't know, the beginning of year. Yeah, I know the começo do ano. I know have a lot of football to play with my colleagues, and nowadays I play only days on a week, and the Mondays, and I would like to play more because I like football, and in football you can getting better, you get better a lot of things of your health, endurance, and breath, and your health, and your mind as well. It's very very important. But I would like, actually, I yeah, I would like to be, I don't know, maybe uh, to like to do a gym, but I don't hate, but I don't like it. I can't to do gym. I don't know. Maybe I did gym, yeah, before, and usually when I arrived in the front of the gym, I thought, man, what? Why? Sorry, why? It's a good problem to me, and I'd like to have a, I forgot the word, vontade, to do a gym, to make a gym. I don't know. And
Feeling
I
good to share. So,
Yeah, and
sorry,
I need
could go ahead.
to have a good improvement because my job, and I try maybe to do some exercise when I'm working in the fireman in the fire station, but it's very hard because the most of the colleagues doesn't do as well.
Yeah, I feel you because when I start to date with my husband, did already work it in a gym, for example, and I didn't have this habit because I doesn't like just imagining. So why I need, like you said, so I didn't see the value. So and all the time he pushes me a lot, so I try and started. So after that, I could improve my energy to do more, and I could see some results because I'm getting older. So I think after 25, it's hard to keep the same body with the same habits. So I was forced to start. But yeah, if I could choose in the past, I never started for sure.
Yeah, yeah. It's a good question talking about the age because I didn't do gym when I was younger.
Mhm.
It's and I played football. It's okay. And like yesterday, I played football and 5-10 minutes playing, and my endurance it's ending. And wow, why? What? It's a very curious.
Yeah.
And I consider myself in a, a young, yeah, still, but I I thought in the future as well. But I need
Yeah, we need
to
after I think 45 notes, 25 or 30. It's complicated because our body responds about your habits, so it's complicated too much. So thanks, Gabriel, for sharing. And you, Bru, what's your point of view about it?
Yeah, about doing exercises, right?
How often do you exercise?
Yeah, how often?
Yeah,
Well,
another.
it's just like you were saying, 3 times a week. I think it was the amount of times I set to myself to do this year, 3 times a week. But I must confess, I wanted to do it more often. I think 3 times it's not enough. It's not enough. I think I should go at least 4 or 5 times a week. And yeah, I go to the gym. I lift some weights. I do the basics, the classic workout. But just like Gabriel was sharing his experience when he was a child, when I was younger, not when I was a child. When I was in college, I used to play a lot of sports. Like I played basketball, handball, futsal, swimming. So I experienced all kinds of sports I could experience. And when I was younger, my mom has always motivated me and my brother to do things like this. So I have already taken capoeiras classes and also swimming classes. So I experienced a lot of sports during my life. And it is important, I know.
Yeah,
Even though
I
I
see.
am lazy, I like to.
And did you stop to do just classes, bro? Swimming and other things, did you stop?
Yeah, like when I left to college, I didn't have how to continue, so I stopped, unfortunately.
Yeah, I totally feel you. I think when I was younger on the elementary school, we have every week different kinds of sports. So handball, or I don't know in English, queimada. I don't know if it exists outside
That's
Brazil.
dodgeball.
Volleyball, good to know.
Dodgeball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there were many kinds of sports that I liked. Oh, good. Sounds good. Thanks for sharing, Bru. Yeah, so I like it, but I didn't have job, so I just studied and playing any kinds of sports, so it was great. And I missed it a lot, like swimming, so I would like to return, but I didn't have time. So it's complicated for me, but I would like to return. Yeah, thanks for sharing. And Gabriel, another questions about uh, other questions here. Did you missing some kinds of classes that you take from sports, or just you like football and that's it? Or there are other sports that you are missing nowadays, like handball or basketball? I don't
Oh,
know if you already played.
when I was studying, I like it to practice a lot of sports: basketball, volleyball, football. I don't know how to say, but in English, but like in the music is eclético. I like all the sports. And
Good.
Bruna said about the futsal last weekend. I was doing a test, I would say, uh, um, uh, uh, for referee assistant and the futsal federation here in my state, Santa Catarina, and I was approved.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Very good. I had a friend that made some circuit last Sunday. So like a triathlon. I don't know if it's correct word in English. So swimming and running and bicycle, something like this. Was pretty good, but I don't have this preparation to
Yeah,
this
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of competition. Yeah, need to be prepared more. Good, good. I think it's just for athletes. I'm not one.
I didn't know, but when I did my when I did the gym, the I guess the teacher of the gym, the 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 host, I can say the boss of the gym, uh, he was a champion. He won a triathlon as well. But in the Olympic Games, it's Paris, man. It's like you never say
Amazing.
this thing before here in our city for another
Wow.
people. Wow, it's he
It's
won the
amazing.
Olympic Games.
Be brave to do this kind of things.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. It's
and
amazing.
I and the same person said me when I was doing gym. It's about the English. If I'm not mistaken, it was in United States, and he arrived in the restaurant and asked similar. I will say uh, 10 eggs, 10 eggs, and the person did 10 eggs for him. Yeah, for him. And but he wanted say, "Do you have eggs?"
And usually these athletes eat like more than 10, for example, eggs for the day. So it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. He wouldn't say, he wouldn't speak English.
Oh,
In
so
this
just
case,
confused.
yeah. In this case, yeah, exactly. And he was in the Olympic Games, United States. I
Mhm,
don't, I don't,
mhm.
I don't remember the the year.
Nice. I think it's pretty good experience. Nice to sharing. Thank you, Gabriel. So let's see the other one. So it's a good point to think. I don't know if you already have kids, but what's your opinion about kids eating candy and fast foods? Could it be trouble in their future? What do you think, Bru? I don't know. I think you don't have a
Yes.
children yet.
No, not yet, but I think it can be a problem. I know there are some, well, I don't have children, but I follow some moms on Instagram or some parents on Instagram sharing their experience. Like, for example, they want to prevent their children to eat candies and until they're 2 years old, for example, until they are 2 years old. But sometimes the family offers the food. So I feel parents need to be really sure of their thoughts and their wishes for their children, so that other people around them won't offer, because this food, like sweet food or candy, it's complicated to offer these to children when they are so small, right? So I think it's important to have this balance, and I think it can be a trouble for children in the future if we offer too much, So I think
Yeah,
that's it.
I totally agree with you because I don't have kids yet, and I'm thinking about it all the time because I have nephews, and my brother don't don't care about the cans and uh, not just cans and like Cheetos and Doritos, kind of things, and fast food a lot. And all the time, I just take a look and thinking, oh my gosh, when I will be a mother, so I don't do I don't do it. So it's complicated because my brother don't have a good habits with her himself, so it passed from the children. So it's complicated, but I would try to avoid. And as you said, some families try to keep don't eat food until 2 years, for example, and families giving. So I think we need to be respectful with their decisions because we
Yeah.
are not their parents. So it's hard to deal like when there are many kids together and some kids eating beside the other one. So I think it's complicated to deal. I don't know how to be happen.
Yeah, like at like children's parties, it's difficult to control it. Sometimes even
Mhm.
at school,
Yeah,
like we don't know what they are eating. Like it's hard to control all
definitely.
the time, right?
Yeah. Even you prepare their box to eat health food, so we don't see. So yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. And Gabriel, what's your opinion about it? Kids eating cans and bad things.
Yeah, it's a very important topic. I don't have a kid, but I have a nephew, and I have a sister-in-law as well. My nephew, I think it's our foods. It's okay. I don't know. Maybe your body. I can say biotipo. I don't know. It's okay for a kid, but my sister-in-law, unfortunately, it's overweight, and it's a good problem because it's the future. There will be a she will have a lot of problems or your health, and I think I know a lot of kids that was that these kids are overweight, and it's a good problem nowadays. I think there are a lot of kids overweight, and I could say my sister-in-law, unfortunately, a lot of times she get ashamed, if I'm not mistaken, fique envergonhada, I think it's correct, and with her body, and finally, it's a big problem. But because she don't know what because what is your body it's overweight, and finally, and I think it's a problem of your parents need to control your alimentation. And for now, oh, come on, I wanna eat is chocolate. No, you doesn't eat. You want to eat, or you will eat. I don't know, maybe a fruit, an apple, an orange. I think it's a big problem. And
Yeah.
finally,
Yeah, I totally agree because, as I said, my brother don't have a good habit. So, how he can explain to their children about it? So it's complicated because I think as a parent, we need to be like a mirror from the kids. So he's facing many problems with his health, and the kids just see and nothing change. So it's very complicated. So I just think I don't say nothing because I'm not their mothers. So I just trying to think when I will be a mother. So how can I deal and how can I do by myself to explain and to show them the good things to do. Okay, guys, thanks for sharing. So let's go to the other one. Number 8, does eating well and exercise help your mental health? I think I said before, I totally feel my mood and my energy when I was going to the gym frequently. So it's helping me a lot on my mental health. So I need to start again to doing a therapy because as I shared house, so it's complicated to have a time just for me and talking with psychology. So it's complicated, but I would like to return. And beside that, I need to improve my my gene because yeah, I need to keeping my health and my body in balance, you know. And how is it for you, Bru? You think it's help your when you eat bad food and how do you feel your body?
Yeah, just like we were saying, when I don't eat healthily, I feel this really influences the way my mental health is. Like today and yesterday, it was really hard because I didn't go to the gym because I was prioritizing my job. And this is also difficult, you know, when I prioritize other things that are not my personal life. I think this is a big challenge for me because I see I'm forgetting myself or I'm not prioritizing myself, you know. And I think that this is the hardest part of not exercising, you know, because I understand and I see I'm not prioritizing myself. I think that's the biggest challenge for my mental health, you know. And I think that's it.
Yeah, I agree. For example, when I was a teenager, I I eat many chocolates and bad stuff. So
Mhm.
I just feeling good because I didn't mind. I didn't know me, for example, my what's the reason to be bad day. So I just don't think didn't thinking at the time. So now I can feel on my body when I eat many things, bad things. So I feel like you totally agree. Thanks for sharing, Bru. And for you, Gabriel, you think it's affect eating and their body?
The number 8.
It's yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I
Or you don't
agree with you
care.
guys, but I think I don't have a lot of properties talking about it, this subject. But when I like to me when I'm playing football, usually I how can I say I turn it off in my life in general, and I thinking about only play football. And the same thing, I think it's the gym. You turn off your life and thinking about it, to do exercises, and it's good. Maybe it's like sounds a relax, if I'm not mistaken, sounds like a relax. uh and the health food is the same thing. You need to I think the our health our head, it's like a organ, yeah, organ. It's like organs are in our body, and you need to improve. You need to health with a good things, your health, your head, yeah, our head. And health foods, it's a good habit. It's a good point to improve your our mental health. Yeah. No, I don't know.
Great. Yeah, no, I can understand. Yeah, I
I
think it's
try.
complicated
I try.
to I got it, but I agree the point that it's complicated to merge and keeping the balance with your body and your mental health
Ah,
and
exactly.
eating good food. So yeah, I think
Yeah, yeah.
it's complicated, but we are on the same page. We have the knowledge and we try to improve their habits, and we know what these bad things could cause troubles with our health. Pretty good. Thanks, Gabriel, for sharing. And let's go to the another one, number 9. Do you think that alcohol is bad for your body? How often do you consume it? So it's a complicated point to say because I think everyone's like to drink some beers or wines or I don't know, whiskey and so on. So I'm this person that I like to eat wines and beers, but not every day. but on the weekends, I used to drink a little bit, and I think it's not good for my body. I know that, but I love it, unfortunately. I really would like to stop, but I like it so much. So I don't know if one day probably need to stop, but nowadays I prefer to drink some things and have fun with my friends and family. So who don't know? And how about you, Bru? Do you like and do you think it's a bad habit in your health?
Yeah, I do like it. This is a good subject actually, like talking about alcohol. And yeah, we know it's not healthy, and we know it's not good for our body. But um, I think the situations we usually like social moment, like social situations we are in, they not influence, but they require a little bit of alcohol. So if you go to a party, you don't drink any beer, or you won't drink any caipirinha. It's weird. But for example, my parents, mainly my mom, she doesn't like it. So when I am with them, I usually don't drink. But at home, we really like wine. And yeah, I know it's bad, but I like it. And if I needed to say how often, the frequency, I would say at least once a week. Once.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Even in the weekdays, I think it's
Mhm.
it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, Bru, thanks for sharing. I totally with you. And for you, Gabriel, do you usually drink a lot? How was it for you?
Mm, no, usually I drink some beer together with my family or my wife when I have a barbecue with some uh, small parties in my house with my families, my close family. And sometimes when I feel like a tired, I drink a beer, a cold beer. It's very well. It's very good. And but I think having no problem since you drink with pre, precaution, with eh, precaution. I don't know, precaution. I think it's correct. I don't know.
I think it's caution, precaution.
Precaution, yeah, precaution with precaution. And since you didn't be addicted to alcohol, viciado. I don't know. Um, and if you drink a lot, it's a good problem. On the doesn't only your life, but the life that another people around you. Sometimes you
Yeah,
drink and drive.
yeah, yeah. I totally agree with you because I I think I don't drink too much because I had some problems on my family because some people getting drunk all the time, so it's making me afraid to drink too much. So it's a bad point, and yeah, we can see every many people's suffering in accidents, for example. It's complicated, and we we do for other people like hard work to deal with us if you are getting drunk. So it's complicated. I don't like to do this job for someone around me. So I like to be in my control and knows how can I do, how I mean, and drinking is complicated too. Getting drunk, I don't like to be. Okay, guys, thanks for sharing. So I think we can reply quickly. If you have the habits to eat in 3 hours per day or 2 hours, like a diet, some people follow me eat. So I'm not this person. I just eat when I was hungry, for example, and that's it. And for you, Bru, how often do you eat exactly the same time every single day?
We at the same time every day, every 3 hours, like not every 3 hours exactly, but in this amount of time, like at 6, and then at 10, then at 10 I try to eat something lighter, then lunch. In the afternoon, I like to have a snack too. Yeah, I don't eat when I'm hungry. I usually eat, I don't know.
When need,
I
when
don't
the time, when is the time you eat?
when I
Yeah.
feel it's the time. Yeah.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Good. And for you, Gabriel, how it
I
works?
try it when I wake up and try to have a maybe drink a coffee and eat a crackers because my day off usually I woke up almost uh, 12 hours a.m. and I need to have a lunch. And when I'm hungry as well, I eat. I eat, and I think that's it. I don't eat and 3 hours,
Never.
3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
My I don't know how can I say, but my commandant, I would say my boss
Your
in the
boss.
fire station, uh, she he has a rule to it and each 3 hours, and every
Mm-hmm.
day he eats the same thing every day.
Like a ritual.
Yeah, exactly. Every day the same thing. It's a coffee, a glass of coffee, and I don't know how can I say, but panquecas. I don't know,
Pancakes.
but but it isn't a panqueca. It's only the dough, dough. Yeah, massa, dough or
Massa
not.
pasta?
Não, não, massa mesmo, a massa da panqueca, dough. Acho que I think that's the
Ah,
dough.
oats. Depends. The
I
oats,
think
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know, but but that's it.
Jesus. Yeah. I know some people that eat every 3 hours, so it's for me doesn't work. So okay, almost finished. We already replied every single questions. And thank you so much, Gabriel, to stay here until the end. So nice to meet you. It's the first time I'm seeing you here because I'm here around 1 year and I've never see you.
Thank you,
And
Bruna,
thank you
and
so much.
congrats to your first immersion.
So it's not easy, but thank you so much for having here. And I just put the questions not the survey on the chat. So please, I know it's probably with you because just us, but you can share your experience and some give some feedbacks for the next immersion. So it would be great. Thank you so much and have a
Thank
good
you.
rest of the day. See
See
you.
you.
Bye bye.